welcome back to Arielle Live TV without Arielle but with the view of Las Vegas. And we are still here with Sean Cosgrove.
How's it going?
And
Thomas.
yay! We got that really good. Well, viewers, with technical difficulties, we cannot have the Tin or Jelly today, but we will make sure that they're gonna be here next week.
Right.
So we are gonna be continuing talking about Trump.
Right.
So Trump topics. So
Hot topics. Mr. Trump causes that hot, topics among us. As we were just saying, I mean, there's certain things that I just don't agree, as far as like him not showing us his taxes, not disclosing certain things, who he's done business with. You know what I mean? If we do something and you as a business owner, you gotta, put everything pretty much down on paper. When the IRS comes, they gotta know where. Why can't we see that with him? That's my questions to him. If I had to sit down one-on-one, I would say that to him. You know what I mean? You want to see mine? Let me see yours, Mr. Press.
Daddy,
That's
Daddy,
it,
Even though,
So,
What do you think about Donald Trump, bud?
I think about that he's our president and he's really nice.
mhm.
And I don't know what he looks like, but my mommy has a picture of him, so now I know what he looks like.
Oh, okay.
Do you think he's doing a good job? Why do you think that?
Because he be nice to people,
Mm.
and he goes to a stage like where he introduces himself to all the people,
Right.
and
He's definitely trying, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, he needs a new. These are two things he needs. He needs
An ego
some new hair
adjustment.
dye. Some new hair dye. It goes from yellow to gold to yellow to gray to brown, and he needs to lay off on the suntan lotion. I mean, it just don't. He's using too much orange. So let's go a little more bronze. Just some,
Yeah.
a little recommendation.
That's
Because I like that
fashion
J-Lo
advice.
glow.
Fashion
Yeah.
advice from the View,
Yes.
Mr. Donald Trump.
If you're listening.
If you're listening.
I'm sure he knows all about those things.
Yes.
Yeah, and
So
Even
sometimes
though
he just
Daddy-
looks so red, and I know
Yeah.
he gets so fired up that he looks even like he's gonna burst, like a starburst. Like, he's up, brother.
yeah.
Daddy, even though why is your glass right there and how come it's green?
Yeah. Shh, that's a secret.
The
So
6-year-olds are honest.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's honesty, of course, is the best policy. So we'll see. It's very fresh into his presidency. It's only been 6 months. I hope the little change up turns out to be, in the best interest for all of us, because like we said, we have children, that are growing up, and, we need to keep our, world and our country safe. And that's really the main thing. I mean, safety is first. So I hope everything that he said he was going to do prior to him becoming president, I hope he's able to do it. He has a long, uphill battle with a lot going on. And as far as healthcare, Obamacare,
to the camera
they want to,
now?
replace it before, they want to replace and repeal, I should say.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's no plan after. If they, pull it off, what happens to all these people that have the health care, that need it right now, that have illnesses? So there's a lot of things that, again, I see little holes that, there's a lot of talk about it, but I don't see any resolution yet. But like I said, it's only been 6
That's
months.
politics.
Yeah, we
I
have
mean, that's
three and a
just-
half. Yeah, we have 3.5 years.
I mean,
worst case scenario, that's why presidential terms are 4 years.
Yeah,
You know?
and we've
I
seen
mean,
presidents do 8 years and they accomplished,
Right.
you know
Zero,
what I
yeah,
mean?
exactly,
So,
yeah.
But
That's what
I think he's going to be under a lot more scrutiny.
a lot, and
So
he's
after
under
the end of
the
4 years, we'll see what happens.
We'll
But I mean,
see.
4 years is a drop in the bucket compared to
Yeah.
the progress that needs to be made.
It needs a
Yeah,
lot.
so-
We need to all come together as one.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
talk
well,
come together
he's
as well.
he's looking on our country
Now I
as a
wanna talk
business
to the
deal
camera.
instead of a
Which needs to happen too.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
We need
exactly.
We were
both.
talking about how
Yeah.
much, how
Daddy,
much
I
money
wanna
we owe to
talk to
China
the
and other
camera.
countries.
Hold on 1 minute.
Okay, and it's just we need to lower the deficit. I mean, we're getting
Yes.
it's becoming an epidemic,
It
and
is.
obviously jobs, that's a big controversy for the last 2 decades and things like that. And
Sure.
actually, it's been for as long as I've been alive. That's always been a hot topic.
Yeah, they
Um,
need to bring back, jobs to United States
Yes,
America.
and more industrial businesses here. The TTP or TPP, that deal that they close out.
Right.
I think that's a good thing too, because they're actually giving free what do you call that, free tariff to other country, I think
Yeah.
we need to, we need to charge other country. We are the most powerful country in the world, and we should actually,
They charge us,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and we don't
exactly.
charge them.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
It's-
Exactly. That's why I
Right.
said him turning that down is a pretty good thing. I really like that part.
That's what I said. It's 50-50. You know what I mean? That's the divided though between our country right now, 50-50. And like I said, everybody's very passionate. Either they like him or they don't like him. There's really no more in between. You know?
America's been given a lot of handouts
Yeah.
everywhere for a number of years, and we're starting to get to the point where we really can't really afford it.
No, we can't. We can't. And a lot
We
of
really
people are
can't.
fed up. A lot of people
Yeah.
are tired. And like you
Yeah.
said, they're tired of those
Yeah,
ex-politicians that would promise us, oh yes, this and this and this, and not deliver. People are sick and tired of, Washington. They really are. The average person, we all work hard, we all pay our taxes. And when you don't see yourself progressing, you wonder like, wait, this is our government. What's going on? You know what I mean? We need to all come together. That's it.
And you mentioned the wall a little bit ago about
Yeah.
him building a wall, and it's not even about an actual physical wall. It's about the idea that people are coming into our country, they're getting paid under the table, they're living off government subsidies, they're living in government housing, they're getting money from the government, and people that are hardworking Americans are looking at that going, I'm paying my taxes and I'm doing all of these things that are right, and these people are living better than I am.
Yes,
doing the wrong
exactly,
thing.
yeah.
And that's probably a big contributing factor to why our deficit is so high, because these government, and like when he makes those cuts and people get upset, it's like, well, he's doing it because hardworking Americans, the people that supported him and voted for him initially, wanted to see this change. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's
I agree.
yeah, I mean, honestly, that's where I really do support him. I mean, I think that America as a superpower needs to support other countries in certain ways, but not in that aspect. I don't think people need to be coming in our country and like living off of our dime.
Daddy.
In that sense.
Exactly, because all the middle income family is just paying all this free what do you call it?
Daddy.
Free healthcare, free
And they're not even
food.
paying taxes.
And they're not. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a double whammy.
It's a-
They're living off of a system that they're not even contributing to.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, I think that was a big force into like their decision and getting him there, because he's a firm
So,
believer in it.
okay, so he wants to remove actually people that are illegally here in the United States.
How come I
So
won't
if
talk
they
to
do
the
a sweep
camera?
and they do remove all these people, do you really truly believe the people that are here will go out and work in the
And-
fields and do the work that a lot of these illegal immigrants that come to our country do it? Do you think that they will go? Like, for instance, California, they have the strawberry fields. They have, all the fruit fields that people go out there for maybe $20, $25 a day, all day, 10 hours, 15 hours a day. Do you think the average American is willing to go out there and do that?
That's a really good
That's
question.
Yeah, that's a
actually.
good. That's a
You
good
know,
point.
and honestly, let me tell you this: if there are people that are doing that and they're illegals, they're going to look at every case different. I'm hoping, I don't know what they're going to do, but if they're look at every case differently, if somebody's actually a hardworking person
Guys, I
in
wanna
our
talk
country,
to the camera.
one sec, bud. If they're a hardworking person in our country and they're trying to provide a service that's benefiting our country, I think they're going to look at that and go, okay, maybe we can use this as a specific case. Maybe we're not going to get rid of. I mean, maybe they are here illegally, but they're trying to do something positive.
Right.
And maybe that there's going to be some sort of way that they can help them, acquire a residency here. I don't
Yes,
know.
Because
exactly. Yeah.
a lot of them really, that's why. I mean, they come here, and it's, I know $25 or $35 a day, to the average American is not much. But when they come in from countries that, they've made that, say, a week,
Right.
$35 or a month sometimes, and they're willing to do whatever it takes, to better themselves, and they do it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I just, that's where I don't see it. Now, as far as the criminals and people that obviously they do the harm, that's everywhere right now. You know what I mean? That's people.
Yeah.
I know he says he wants to ban the Muslims and all this, but listen, there's bad people everywhere. I don't care where you're at. And I don't think even by banning them, whoever's already been, with that mindset and, their maliciousness of ways, I think that they're already in wherever they're at. You know what I mean? I don't think that with everything going on, there's so many, boundaries and
If they're providing a good service to America,
Yeah.
they should not be.
Yeah, it's still
Exactly.
it's still
That's
work.
it.
But you know what? I came here as a legal immigrant, so I honestly believe that everybody should go through on that right process, the legal way of coming to the U.S. Well, it's a good topic. We run out of time, so we're gonna
Yeah.
see you again next week.
yay.
Thank you.
Thank
Come
you.
on. I'm gonna talk to the camera.
Next week.
Next week.
There'll be another opportunity, buddy.
Right.
You did good. You
Yeah.
did good, man.
You
Yeah.
did,
You did better than
really
I did.
well. Yeah.